Welcome. Today I'm going to cover all things diaphragmatic breathing as well as take you through a 10-minute guided deep breathing practice. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also share with friends. Let's jump right in. Diaphragmatic breathing goes by many other names, such as paced breathing, relaxed breathing, deep breathing, or even yoga breathing. All of it really means the same thing, and that is we're bringing the air in nice and slow and controlled, letting our bottom ribs and tummy expand, and then exhaling nice and slow, letting our bottom ribs and tummy fall. All of that time should take about 6 breaths per minute. So the reason why we're focusing on having the breath come in nice and slow and getting expansion through our tummy and ribs and also out nice and slow, getting that gentle fall, is because that slowed breathing where we're really working that abdomen helps to downregulate our nervous system. Another simple way of understanding that is we're going from a fight or flight mode into a rest and repose mode. So when we're in this rest and repose mode, this is when you are going to be able to have your digestion occur. This is when you can feel muscle tension ease. Oftentimes, you can really sense that relaxation just before you fall asleep. So being in this rest and repose mode is so important because modern society often has us in a go, go, go pace, really putting the focus on that fight or flight kind of sense. So through deep breathing, we can really take that as an opportunity to trigger our whole system to calm down. I find this most helpful with people who have chronic pain, but also individuals who suffer from abdominal pain, back pain, hip pain that can be intermittent, as well as pain with intercourse, difficulty with orgasm, difficulty kind of getting in the mood, urinary urgency, constipation, IBS symptoms, urinary frequency. So really, deep breathing has a super wide range of applications. Now, if you have been tuning into my channel for any length of time, you know I love giving you a little bit of an anatomy tutorial. I think that this anatomy tutorial is super important because it helps you understand the reason why I'm asking you to do something and how it's really working in your body. So, let me go over the diaphragm as a muscle. This muscle is super cool. It's shaped similar to an umbrella. It attaches to the front of our ribs here, all the way around our rib cage and actually into our spine. So when you do really slow, deep breathing, some people might hear some snap, crackle, pops, or even feel a little bit of discomfort in their low back. And that is because we're really working that muscle to help bring that airflow in. When you take a deep breath, if it's slow or even if it's super shallow and fast, what you'll notice is that your ribs move up and out to the side, and your sternum or breastbone will move up and forward. So when we inhale, this umbrella diaphragm muscle contracts and moves down, and our ribs and sternum or breastbone move up and out to the side or forward. So when we exhale, our diaphragm actually has to relax and lengthen as it moves up towards our head, and then our ribs and sternum fall down and together. When we're breathing and we're focusing on deep breathing, what we would like to see is we would like to see the bottom part of our ribs and our tummy expand and move out. Not because we're forcing it or moving our belly in and out, but just as a passive motion. Let me show you why that's important, and this will actually tie into our practice later. I'm going to go ahead and turn sideways. And the reason why I'm turning sideways is I want you to focus on my posture. So if I sit slouched like this, my rib cage is actually pointing backwards. And that's a bad position because my diaphragm is now positioned this way. If I sit up super rigid and tall like this, now my diaphragm is positioned forward. Ideally, we want our diaphragm to be positioned nicely over our pelvic floor. So what that looks like is if you slouch like this and then sit up nice and tall like this, I want you to find your happy medium where you feel balanced but not like you're having to be super effortful. So that's this position for me. And you'll notice if I put my hand on top of my pelvis, you'll notice that my pelvis in the front points down a little bit, and in the back, it actually points up a little bit. So our pelvis should be naturally tipped like this, and now my ribs are positioned nicely over my pelvis. This is important because as we take in our nice, slow, deep breath, we want that diaphragm to contract, pushing all of those internal abdominal organs down and gently into our pelvic floor. What that does is give a nice stretch and expansion to our pelvic floor muscles. When we exhale and the diaphragm goes up, our pelvic floor muscles will move upwards or shorten as our abdominal contents moves upward. Now, all of this is passive. It is not you inhaling and pushing down. It is not you exhaling and tightening that pelvic floor and moving it up. This is all a relaxed process that normally happens. So our diaphragm and pelvic floor should naturally act as a piston or a pump. That is really helpful because it's part of our stability. It helps with our circulation of blood and lymph and all of those things. So when you're practicing deep breathing, I think it's always important to really focus on getting nice and even weight through your sits bones, and then having that nice curve through your spine. Now, if you're standing, same thing, even weight through your feet. Don't lock out any of your joints. Find that nice neutral spine position, and then go ahead and start your deep breathing. Laying down, I always find is the super easiest. Usually I lay on my back with a nice pillow or two underneath my knees so that I can just lay there and relax, and you'll find yourself in that neutral position. So we have covered the anatomy, we have covered why we do this, we've covered the positions. Now let's jump into the actual how. How do you do deep breathing? So many people say, oh, Laura, I was a singer. I already know how to do that. But here's the thing. Deep breathing is challenging in that we're not used to doing it. Many people for so many years have been told to suck in their tummy. Don't let that tummy relax. They've been taught to really not focus on our breathing and instead focus on whatever task we're doing. So here I'm asking you to let go of that clench of the belly, let go of any clenching in the buttocks and the pelvic floor, and really focus on bringing the air in a controlled fashion in through your nose and out through your mouth. In doing this, I generally have 3 different ways that I teach people. The first way is I like to have you focus like you're inhaling through your nose, smelling the most beautiful flower that you've ever smelled, and then exhaling through your mouth as if you're trying to make a candle flicker but not blow it out. Focusing on inhaling through our nose helps to activate our diaphragm, and then exhaling through our mouth, usually with pursed lips, helps to really control that air out. So it's not about how much air you get in, it's really about how slow you draw in and let it out. Let's go ahead and practice. Inhaling nice and slow through your nose. And exhaling nice and slow through your mouth. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Awesome. Now, if you don't want to actually try to flicker a candle, another thing you can do in a pinch is to take a Kleenex or paper towel, handkerchief, whatever, and as you inhale, don't have the Kleenex in front of you. As you exhale, put it in front of you. And you can see how it kind of flutters and stays up. Let me show you from the side. Inhale. Exhale. Excellent. So those are a couple of visualizations or actually hands-on things that you can do to focus on your deep breathing. Now, the second way I like to teach people is with hand placement. So I find it helpful to put a hand on my chest and a hand on my tummy. When I do this, I can focus on inhaling and minimizing the motion here at my chest hand, but maximizing the motion at my tummy hand. And then when I exhale, I'm focusing on letting my tummy hand fall, and if there was any motion at my chest, letting my chest go second, okay? So let me show you what that looks like. As I inhale, I felt my tummy expand, and then as I exhale, I felt my hand at my tummy fall. I want you to try this right now. You go at your own pace for inhaling and exhaling. I'm going to give you a couple verbal cues to think about. As you inhale, feel that tummy relax and expand as you allow that air all the way into your lungs. As you exhale, feel your hand gently fall as that air slowly releases from your body. Inhaling, keeping the hand on your chest nice and quiet, minimizing motion. Focus on bringing that air to that bottom hand, feeling that tummy expand. Excellent. So the reason why this really works is not only are we breathing and thinking about it, we're also using the sensation on our hands to bring awareness to an area. Sometimes it's hard to even realize how you're activating something or engaging with the environment when you really have no sense of feedback. So by putting your hands on your body, that is going to give you an extra sense of feedback. I've even had some people, if they feel comfortable doing it, looking in a mirror so that they can also use their vision as a sense of feedback, the sensation on their hands, as well as auditory feedback from me. The last way that I like to teach it, and probably my personal favorite way, is with counting. What we want to do, as I said earlier, is we're shooting for about 6 breaths per minute. So as I inhale, I can count mentally to 4, and as I exhale, I can count mentally to 6. What's nice about this is after you go through 6 rounds, you know you've completed a minute of deep breathing. I love that because then I can really add this in anywhere in my life, and I just have to count those total repetitions, and it's super simple. I also love it because I tend to have a mind that wanders. So when I can focus on counting, it really helps me ground and center into a certain thing so that I maintain that nice, slow pace. The other thing that I like about it is it's a great way to gauge how you have changed with your deep breathing. So if I've had a really stressful phone call, we'll say, and I want to take some deep breaths, I might notice that my inhale is a 2 count and my exhale is a 4 count. So then I just ask myself, can I extend those each by 1 second? Then I'll focus on doing that for a few rounds, and then I'll check back in and count and see, have I gotten to that 4 count in and 6 count out? As I have practiced deep breathing through the years, I have found that I've been able to really lengthen out my inhale and my exhale, especially when I'm really focusing on that deep, relaxed breathing. Now, I'm going to count for you, and we'll go ahead and practice. I'm going to go through 6 total rounds, so it'll be a minute of deep breathing. Exhale all of your air as much as you can, Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, some people think that that sounds extremely rigid and regimented. So, do the counting either at your own pace. I've used a clock, I've used a stopwatch function on my phone. There's really no right or wrong way. I think it's always important to have a lot of tools in your belt so that whatever way most kind of connects with you, you can practice it in that way. The other thing that I think is important to note with deep breathing is it's really got this cumulative effect. So sometimes I kind of get down on myself like, gosh, I'm not doing my deep breathing for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. But actually, because we are in this modern society where we're always go, 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 it's much more important to try to get this deep breathing in frequently throughout your day. So what I like to tie my deep breathing into is when I'm washing my hands. That's a simple way, something I always have to do when I'm going to the bathroom or if I'm meal prepping, and it's like I've created these sort of mini breaks for myself throughout the day. Remember, deep breathing is helpful for us to get into that rest and digest mode, for us to have mental clarity, also to decrease any pain or tension. So whether you have dysfunction or you're a completely normal, healthy individual without anything going on, this deep breathing is so important because it helps our body function optimally. And that gets us to our best part. and that is our 10 minutes of practice. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna find a comfortable position, whether you're sitting, lying down, standing. I recommend either sitting or lying down, and I'm gonna go ahead and guide you through deep breathing. So get comfortable and let's go ahead and dive in. Come to a comfortable seated position. In this position, make sure that you're sitting up tall but not rigid, supported by the chair. Place your hand on your chest and the other hand on your abdomen. Take the next few moments to start to bring your breath into awareness. Do this by slowly inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. As you inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth, you will notice your chest and abdomen slowly rise with the inhale, and then your abdomen and chest slowly fall with exhale. Now that you have connected to the breath, we are going to practice slowing down our breath. I will begin to count out loud. As I do so, try to follow along with the inhale and exhale. If it is not completely correct or you feel lightheaded, don't be alarmed. Return to a normal breath that is comfortable for you, and then join me when you are ready. Inhaling through your nose, 1, 2, 3. Exhale through your mouth, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 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 1, 2, 3. And return to a comfortable breathing pace. Maybe you maintain the 3 count in and 3 count out. Maybe you shorten it or lengthen it. Continue to connect with the sensation of chest and abdomen rise, followed by chest and abdomen falling. Let's go ahead and try to expand our inhales and exhales to a 4 count. We will go through 5 rounds, just like we did with the 3 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Continue at a breath count pattern that is comfortable for you.
noticing any sensations or feelings that arise as you are doing this breathing. Our last round of breathing, we are going to work on having a 4-count inhale and a 6-count exhale. Again, we will practice going through 5 rounds. The key to success here is to slowly and in a controlled manner draw the air out, and again, as you're exhaling, slow and controlled, let the air go. Continue to find comfort and relaxation through your hands as they lay on your chest and abdomen. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent job. Now, even if it was challenging for you to follow along with the counting, or you felt shortness of breath, don't get frustrated. Deep breathing takes a lot of practice to become really sufficient at this. As you sit here, still with one hand on your chest and one hand on your abdomen, find a pace that is comfortable for you. I will watch the time and we'll sit here and breathe for 2 minutes. And begin. the 2 minutes has ended, keeping your eyes closed, gently remove your hands from your chest and abdomen if you have not done so already. Place them comfortably in your lap or on your armrests. Now, slowly fluttering your eyes open, return to the present moment. Again, paying attention to how you feel after practicing deep breathing.
Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Now, deep breathing, as I said, can be really, really challenging. It's never something that you truly master. So keep practicing. Come back to this video time and time again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I look forward to seeing more of you in the future. Thank you.